Hi, welcome back to my channel, Scale Model Kit Review Studio. Welcome back to another installment of the DeAgostini build, the 1/6 scale Ford GT500 Mustang. And I said it, 1/6 scale is the largest car out there in the part work realm. So if you haven't done so already, head over to DeAgostini and subscribe to this build today. I put a direct link down below. Click on that link. Lets DeAgostini know you're watching my videos. Let's get started. Welcome back to Scale Model Kit Review Studio, and welcome back to another DeAgostini Collectibles Build the Ford Mustang. This is the Shelby GT500 from 1967. This is 1/6 scale. Now I'm currently working on package number 14 that arrived in the mail the other day with stages 59 through 62. Now, if you haven't done so already, head over to DeAgostini Collectibles and see if this is available and subscribe to it today. It is the largest part work car out there. It's a massive car. It's a beast. Let's look at the magazine here real quick. Very nice magazine here. It gives us 12 to 13 pages, semi-gloss, color. The Shelby story here in this case, the Mustang's great rivals. Very nice. And then we have the step-by-step instructions. So we'll be working in this case with this magazine to talk about the dashboard. Very nice there. And then we get into the Ford story, Ford Mustang Mark VI global car. Okay, so very popular in Europe. My father-in-law actually ordered one when he was in Christchurch, New Zealand, the fastback back 1970 or something, 72, and left it there, sold it. Sold it to a Kiwi, but there you go. Okay, so we'll go ahead and look at the parts that came with this pack. 59, we have the dashboard. 60, parts for the dashboard, looks like the glove box. 61, the chrome trim for the dashboard. And 62 more chrome pieces for the dashboard. Let's get started. Also with this pack, I did receive another magazine holder. Very nice. And let's look at the instructions for stage 59. This is the dashboard, the parts. Little grill assembly there. Shows us what to do with that. Looks like a piece of photo etch there. We'll install that on the top of the dashboard. And the other side of the dashboard. So we have two grill pieces there. Let me get the parts. I'll be right back. Here's the parts for stage 59. Let's get a closer view. And here's the dashboard itself. Very nice. Made of plastic. And the photo etch grills here. Those are very nice too. We have two of them that we're going to be installing in this case. And there you go. That's the grill with the tabs folded. Now I did fold them away from the side that has the edging. If you look there, there's an edge on the grill versus the other side that does not have an edge. Okay. Now we'll go ahead and install that photo etch part onto the top of the dash. Note that that one side has a smaller end versus a longer end. So pay attention to that with your photo etch part. Alright, so both grills are installed and secured by folding the tabs over on the back side. They look good. That's all we do with stage 59. Let's head over and get started on stage 60. Stage 60 will work on the glove compartment, fuse cover, and parking brake. Here's the parts that came with this stage. And glove box door there. Work on the ignition housing, switch, exterior light switch, fuse cover, and the back side of the glove compartment. More parts for the dashboard here. And again, fresh air vent. There we go. Let me get the parts, I'll be right back. Here's the parts for 60. PS25. PS11. PS17. And PS21. Those are tiny screws. And all our parts for the glove box. Looks like we have a little micro switch here too. Hand brake. And some knobs. And glove box door was installed. I had to bend it just a little bit to get the tabs to engage, but they're good. Snap shut. Next, the ignition switch gets installed, and you can see that that's the little key switch. And just to help me out a little bit, this comes with experience. What you want to do is get your thread started on these tiny screws while it's not installed, and it really makes it easier if you do that. So get your thread started with the screw itself. And then go ahead and back it out and install it. And it should go in real easy. And it's installed. I used one of those tiny PS21 screws. Next, the exterior light switch gets installed. Right there. And a PS17 screw goes into that. It has a flange. And this switch does move back and forth. We'll be putting a little micro switch on the back side here a little bit later for the lights. Very cool. Next, fuse panel cover goes on next. And we'll be securing that with a PS11 screw on the back side. PS11 does have a flange on it. It's good there. Next, to go ahead and install the glove box compartment base, and that's going to match up with those holes there, just like that. We'll put 3 screws into that, the PS25 screw. And all 3 screws are in. If you open it up from this side, now we have a enclosed glove box. Now we'll take our micro switch marked 04. We're going to put that behind the light switch. And it's basically just going to go down just like that. And we're going to put a cover over the top of that to hold it in place. We have a little plastic cover for that. Okay, the cover and screw have been installed. Micro switch is underneath that. If I take and actuate the light switch, it works. That's for our headlights and taillights. And lastly, the parking brake lever and the fresh air vent knob have been inserted. They haven't been glued, they just slid in place. And that's all I do with stage 60. Let's head over and get started on stage 61. For stage 61, I'm going to go ahead and work on the dashboard dials. Here's all the parts involved here. Some stickers, some clear parts. Put the sticker on for the speedometer here first. And we'll put on the sticker for the tachometer. And then the temperature gauge itself. And next, sticker for the clock. Fuel gauge sticker. We'll go ahead and put the clear pieces in. We have little dial things that hold it in place. Chrome inserts. Very nice. That's going to look really sharp. Then we'll insert all those instruments onto the chrome trim. That's what that looks like. Let me get the parts. I'll be right back. Here's the parts for 61. And here's those parts. Here's our chrome trim for the gauges. Very nice, made of plastic. Our stickers for the gauges and instruments. Some chrome knobs. These are the parts that hold the gauges in place. Looks really nice. And all of our clear parts. And here's a close-up of those gauge decals. And a close-up of all the clear parts. Alright, so I went ahead and put the decals on. And dummy me, I put the speedometer and tachometer on upside down. So I had to use a heat gun, heat them up, and I could reposition them and move them around. That worked really good. Don't forget to also remove the little center piece of decal so it's opened up in the center. And then I'll apply the gasoline one here. Kind of center it on the clear part. There we go. There we go. So that works better if you insert it first. Same thing with this one. And press fit it in place. Perfect. And the small ones will work the same way. And there you go. All the lenses are installed. Very nice. And these are designed to be lit up from behind, as you can see. Next, these get inserted on the chrome trim piece here. I'll turn that over, and we're going to slide those down on those two tabs. Looks good. Very nice. So that's all we do with stage 61. Let's get started on stage 62, which is the final stage for this video. Alright, continuing with the dashboard, stage 62, the final stage for this video, the dashboard inlay and Shelby emblem. Here's all the parts. And close-up of the Shelby emblem, very cool. Retrieve the dashboard, and we're going to put that chrome trim on those instruments that they show there. Work on the reverse side for the turn signal indicator for both sides there. Then we'll install the Shelby emblem onto the dashboard. Then we'll install the chrome trim with all the gauges onto the dashboard. Throw in some screws. Finally, take the dial cover and put that on also. And that's what it will look like. Let's look at the parts. Here's the parts for 62. PS20, PS21, and PS25. Now here's the chrome trim. Not really chrome, but it's kind of subdued there. Very nice. Looks aluminum. Here's our Shelby emblem. We're going to put decals on for that. Turn signal mechanisms and the rear reflector for the instrument gauge is very chromy. Alright, I applied the stickers to the Shelby emblem. We'll put that aside. Next I'll insert the polished aluminum trim into the chrome trim. And that's just going to insert different areas here. looking good. Looks great. Little close-up view. And we'll work on those turn signal indicators there, those holes that are opened up on top. We'll put the left turn signal indicator in first, and it's going to fit over this little slot right here. Let's see that. It's going to line up with the holes that are there and press fit in just like that. You can see those there. Do the same with the other one. Line it up. Perfect. And both of those are in. Next, the Shelby emblem goes in. That's going to insert into the dash like that. 2 PS21 screws will go into it from the back side. And it's installed. Both of those screws are installed and tight. Very tiny screws once again. Now we'll go ahead and install this onto the dashboard. Alright, brought over the dashboard here. We're going to insert this instrument cluster onto the dashboard. Just drops right in place. And we'll put our screws in on the back side to hold everything in place. Looks very nice. Three PS25 screws will hold this in. One right here, right there, and one there. 2 chrome PS20 screws are installed here on the back side of the instrument cluster. That's good there, and the other one's right there. And lastly, our little chrome reflector is going to cover these all up, and we're going to put PS20 screws on the back side here. These two right there, I believe. And those screws went way in there, but they're both in there, the PS20 chrome screws. And of course, these openings here are for your LED lights to light up the instruments. Very cool. Flip this over and give you a view of the instrument cluster, the dashboard. Very nice. Very nice. I'll be right back. That completes stage 61. Looks great. Can't wait to get started on the next pack, pack 15. But there you go. Fantastic build. I'm enjoying this so far. So pack 14 is complete here. If you'd like to get this for yourself, head over to DeAgostini Collectibles and see if it's available. Subscribe to it today. It's a 1/6 scale Shelby GT500 Mustang. It's fantastic. So if you like my content, please subscribe to my channel and smash that like button. Happy modeling, everybody, and take care.